Hello guys, welcome back to B Class TV. This is Teacher Jackie, and for today we are going to talk about the 5 qualities that we, the cooperating teachers, want for our pre-service teachers. So yes, I have been a cooperating teacher for almost every year since 2018. So even during the pandemic, we also had student teachers or pre-service teachers assigned to us, and even last school year I also have a student teacher under me. So I have experiences being a cooperating teacher, and most of the time these are the attributes or characteristics that I want for my student teacher to have. Okay, this might not be true to others, but this is true to me. Number 5, creative and resourceful. Yes, of course, we want someone who is creative and resourceful. When you are going to become a teacher, you are going to be a creative and resourceful person. That means that there are many times that you will lack something. But because you are resourceful, because you are creative, means that you are going to do something even if you have very limited resources. It doesn't mean that because you don't have anything that you can say, okay, there's nothing, so there's nothing. So when you're going to become a teacher, you have to be creative, you have to be resourceful. So it's like, yes, you are a magician, that out of nothing comes something. That's how life is. Even if you are not a teacher, you have to be creative and you have to be resourceful to become successful in life. How much more if you're going to teach? Number 4, teachable and flexible. Okay, it might be that you are one of the brightest aspiring teachers in your class, but it doesn't mean that because you are the smartest of them all that you don't need guidance from your cooperating teacher. That's why you are sent to us, because you need experience. You need actual experience of the teaching career that you are going to embark soon. It means that we teachers in the field have this knowledge, have this wisdom that is acquired not from the academic setup that we have in college, but in the actual setting of our classroom. Because there are so many things that you are going to learn in the field, because this is the actual world. There are so many things that you can compare from the theory. So it's now the theory versus the experience. Okay? So that's a whole lot of things that you are going to explore. And this time you are going to be flexible, because all the behaviors that you have studied in college, in that 4-year course that you have, you are now going to encounter them face to face, outside the book. And I'm telling you, these learners that we are having are truly different from each other. Here, you are going to feel what diversity is, what uniqueness is, because each learner certainly is unique. And you have to be teachable in terms of how you're going to handle them, and also flexible, because it's not just about you, it's also about the learners that we have. Now, so another word comes in. Let's call it adjustment. We have to do a lot of adjustments in the field, because not just theories, but we need what is in the actual scenario. 3rd, prompt and punctual. Well, of course, we all need to be responsible of our actions, and one way of showing our responsibility is to become prompt and punctual. That is in relation to your presence in school. It's very important that you come to school earlier than 7:30 for you to be able to set up your classroom for the learners to come in. Then, being prompt is also not just about coming to school, but also with the tasks that you are assigned to do. Okay, so you might be asked to do a lesson plan and then do these materials, instructional materials for the subject and like that, and you have to be prompt. It means that you have to do it as much as possible right away, as early as you can, because you know you still have a lot of things to do, so you don't have time to waste. Do not procrastinate. Obedient and respectful. That is number 2. Why should you obey your cooperating teacher? Sometimes, especially when you are assigned to someone who is a little bit older and you think that you are better than them because you are very intelligent and you are very techy, so you are very advanced in the computer, and your cooperating teacher doesn't show qualities like that. Okay? But I'm telling you, the long years that these cooperating teachers have in the field means wisdom. Wisdom that you cannot find in the techie world that you have. So, it means so much for you to respect your cooperating teacher. She might not be, or he might not be able to give you tips on the computer world of which you are very good at, but she will give you ideas in how you're going to handle parents, how you're going to handle misbehaved learners, how you're going to handle a lot of work and still be able to chill and smile and relax. There's just so much for experienced teachers in the field. That's why we have to respect and obey if they are going to advise us on something. My number 1 is being responsible and dependable. Yes, I'm telling you, when you are going to be assigned, for example, in my class, and I will be your cooperating teacher, there will be times, many times, that I will be called in the office and then I will be asked to do this and do that, because teachers are really busy in the real world. Our task is not just teaching the learners. We have a lot of things to do in the school, and while I am being called in the office, you will be left in the classroom where the learners are waiting for your command. What are you going to do? I need someone who is responsible enough to take the initiative to take over my class. I mean that you are there and you are just bound to observe, so you will just let those learners roam around because you are just an observer while I am away. I think that is not what is supposed to be done for a pre-service teacher. So you have to somehow take control of the situation to make these learners sit down, to go on with their activities, so that when I come back, the classroom is still in order. Means that you are dependable. That even in times like, maybe it may sound like a crisis for you, but you have to be responsible enough and dependable enough that none of these learners would go out of the classroom and go anywhere. Since you are there, you have to be responsible and dependable enough to make them intact. Alright, so I guess I have mentioned all those attributes that I want for student teacher or a pre-service teacher. I know it's not very easy to be on the job training. I have been through that too, and I had sleepless nights before, and I know it's quite difficult to be a pre-service teacher. But since you are embarking on this journey, there's nothing that we can do but to learn and to get on it. we can do it all together. Anyway, I'm not that strict in person, so we can still enjoy even if it seems so rough. This has been Teacher Jackie, and I'm gonna say goodbye and God bless for your pre-service teaching journey. Bye!